I wanted to talk about one of the varietals or grapes that I love to have in my own personal drinking time, and that's the Merlot grape. Now, the Merlot grape has had a tough run for the last 20 years. You know, it's funny, if you go to France, and some would consider France the motherland of all fine wines. If you go to what they call the right bank in Bordeaux, you will find some of the most awarded wines, some of the most delicious wines, some of the highest value wines, some of the most expensive wines in the world. Like take for instance Chateau Petrus, okay, made entirely from the Merlot grape. So it's really strange why Merlot has gotten a bad rap. You know, here in Vietnam, Cabernet Sauvignon is the king of red grape wines. The king. I know, in America there was a movie called Sideways, and it was a cult classic. And one of the characters who loved wines, loved the complexities of wine, and loved Pinot Noir, when his buddy suggested they go wine tasting and they have some Merlot, he says, "I'm not having any Merlot." And people took that as being like, hey, if I'm serious about wine, I'm not having a Merlot, especially Merlot from California or from the United States or whatever. And from that point on, consumers in the United States stopped drinking Merlot. I mean, dramatically so. But those who know, they know the complexity and how well it works with food. You know that Merlot is one grape that you have to have in your wine cellar if you enjoy the characteristics of what you would call a full-body red wine, very similar to Cabernet Sauvignon. I would say it's a brother or sister of the grape because there's a lot of similarities. In fact, a lot of wines are blended with Merlot because Merlot has a characteristic that many times kind of softens the harshness, maybe, or of the Cabernet Sauvignon grape. Sometimes it needs a blending, but sometimes it's great by itself. Merlot is great by itself, and if you haven't had a chance to have some lately, you should try one of these. Now, the reason why these are special is because they were specially brought in by a importer who was looking for the best, what we consider the boutique wineries out there, but yet had great ratings with all of the rating agencies, the Robert Parkers of the world and all. So these wines are special for that. Now, the great thing about this again is because these wines are no longer being imported by this importer. Therefore, what was distributed in restaurants and hotels and cafes are no longer being done because the quantities are low. So that gives you an opportunity to get a tremendous value. I'll start over here. This is a wine from Italy, Santa Margherita, from the Veneto region of Italy. So it's a wine area that's north of Tuscany. Yet they're known more like for I would say Veneto. I just drawn the blank here. That's okay. See, it's been a long time since I've had to think about wines. But here's the great thing about this wine: it's a Merlot, and it's an entry-level Merlot. And I say entry-level in that it's not too complex. It's just simple. It's the grape, and it's done very well. They're more for their white wines, like again Pinot Grigio. That's what I was thinking about. Pinot Grigio, Santa Margherita, world famous. Some of the best selling Pinot Grigio wines in America. But they brought this in because it was a red wine from the same maker. So this is a wine that will normally sell somewhere around $750,000 per bottle in an Italian restaurant, pizza place, simple. This wine, there's about 113 bottles still left. And I will tell you this, if you're interested in this wine, you're going to be getting it for a tremendous discount. I say tremendous discount, meaning that basically you will get it with VAT, because this company has to charge VAT complete for around $330,000. So for $330,000, about $15, you get this wine from Santa Margherita. This other wine here is called Two Vines from Columbia Valley, from Columbia Crest, which is a branch of Chateau Ste. Michelle out of Washington State. Washington State is the third biggest selling region when it comes to wine in America, and a lot of great wines come from this region. So this is a wine that, again, is a Merlot. This one has a screw cap, and as well as the Oyster Bay. Don't be afraid about that. This is a superior closure for wine bottles. Most people like to have wine, open up the wine with a waiter's corkscrew key. You kind of wind it in, you pull it out, and I understand there is a sexiness about being able to do that well. However, with corks, you get defective corks, and sometimes they let air in. This is a very good, I think, a superior closure because the way that it's sealed. And I would tell you this, I would bet that for every wine produced in this manner with the screw caps, you would find almost all of them not to be corked or spoiled because air has gotten into the wine bottle and it's become ruined. So anyway, this is a screw cap. Don't let that discourage you. This wine is, again, one of the great values from the United States. Normally, a wine like that would sell in any restaurant in Ho Chi Minh City somewhere around $650,000 a bottle. And this one's a 2013 vintage. There's only 29 bottles left, as far as I know, in the entire country. Second to that, there is actually, I talked about how Merlot and Cabernet can be blended. They make a very excellent blend here called Merlot Cabernet. So if you are interested in trying out this because you love Cabernet Sauvignon, but you never understood that Merlot, this would be fun. This would be fun for you to have. That particular wine, there's 103 bottles left, same price as this one. Instead of buying it for $650,000, you would get it somewhere around $270,000 bottle. Basically, I want you to, if you're interested in any of these wines, I can give you all the details. I can tell you about pricing and how this is really a great deal. So I won't talk about pricing a lot. You can go online, you can search Google, you can search about the vintages and the ratings, and there's a few apps that I will let you know about later to help you in your decision making. But I also would tell you this, with any of these wines I show, if there's about, if there's any, go ahead. If there's any wines you're interested in and you're looking to getting, let's say, 12 bottles or more, yet you want to taste it beforehand, let me know. And we'll make an arrangement so that you can get a taste of the wines and then make a decision based upon that. The next one is from the mother company of this company. It's called Chateau Ste. Michelle. They have a 2010 Merlot, have one bottle left. That probably will be gone by the time this is aired. But we also have 2013 vintage available. This wine is a little bit more complex than the Columbia Crest, the 2 vines. In that one, we have about 53 bottles of the 2013 vintage. Normally, this would sell close to 1.2 million in any restaurant. I can give you proof for that because they actually have these wines in a few of the restaurants in Ho Chi Minh City. However, again, you're looking at about $500,000 cost for you if you decided to purchase this wine. The next one you see here is Oyster Bay, the Hawke's Bay region of New Zealand. Everyone knows Oyster Bay for Sauvignon Blanc from the Marlborough region. This is a region that's in the North Island. So it's going to be a little bit warmer climate. Great place to have Merlot made. It's a New Zealand wine. Most New Zealand wines, even the ones that are really expensive, have this closure again. So it's a superior closure. Don't get discouraged by that. $820,000 in a restaurant. So you'll get a tremendous discount on that. Let me know if you're interested in this wine here. There's about 130 bottles of that left in the country. By the way, when I say that, it takes a while for these wines to become taken over by another importer or distributor. Sometimes it takes years for it to happen. So at this moment, these wines are no longer being imported into Vietnam. That could change, but at this moment, these are available. And if you go ahead and search, you'll find out many of these vintages are no longer available even from the winery because they're popular wines. So the fact that you can get them here in Vietnam for a really good price is a great deal. Next we have from Napa Valley, California, the #1 wine region in the United States. We have some really premium wines. One is Cape Bread Cellars. Those who know this wine realize that it's really a beautiful, beautiful wine. This family has dedicated themselves to producing some of the finest wines in Napa Valley. This one is no exception. And that one, normally you would see that being sold for, if I can find it. Oh, here it is. It's a 2010 vintage. It's about 78 bottles. Usually it's about $2.9 million a bottle, but you won't be paying that at all. The next wine is called Tumé. Tumé is a sister winery of the world famous Silver Oak. Silver Oak wineries and wine estates, they exclusively Cabernet Sauvignon. However, Tumé is for red wine exclusively a Merlot. This is really a premium wine. You won't find this available in many countries outside of the U.S. These vintages have been sold out for a while. And if you like the Silver Oak Cellars, Napa Valley, Cabernet Sauvignon, you will love this Merlot. A little bit different in texture and mouthfeel, but again, 2.4 million normally in a restaurant here in Ho Chi Minh City. And lastly, we have Duckhorn. Duckhorn Merlot 3 Palms Vineyard 2011. I encourage you, get online, look at all the reviews for this wine. Okay, really check it out, because if you understand what this is, you wouldn't let it stay here much longer, because of the fact that this is a wine that is normally about 3.3, sometimes $3.5 million a bottle. The format is a really heavy format. All these wines are 750 mils, but this one has a nicer feel to it. It's a classic. 15 bottles left. 15 bottles left in the entire country. However, you would get this wine actually for below wholesale. So that's an idea. And again, I wanted to bring these wines out because this is like the red-headed stepchild sometimes when it comes to red wines. People don't really understand Merlot. But if you want to understand Merlot and understand and appreciate it and be one of the select few that really get it, I would suggest trying one of these wines. Again, you can look at wines. These wines will cost you anywhere between, almost the least expensive one I believe is this. Yeah, the Columbia Crest 2 vines. That would run you about $271,000, all the way up to the Merlot from Duckhorn, 3 Palms. Okay, so listen, thanks for watching. Hopefully you got something from this, and if you are looking to get, let's say, 12 bottles or more, you make sure you get a free gift from that also, a free gift that will go well with these wines. In fact, again, if you want to know what types of foods are great with this varietal, please let me know that. That's going to help me making a decision. So again, thanks for hanging out with me, and I look forward to getting your feedback and your questions and doing this for you again really soon. Thanks.